Guys, welcome back to another video. So I thought I would show you guys what I used for this demo. This is a thrash metal song that I just came up with a couple nights ago. I kind of got into the mood to just kind of build the drums and just start making the song, so I had something to work with. And instead of just putting in the description what I used to record and all that kind of stuff, I figured I'd just show you. But yeah, just a little bit extra to show you guys before you guys check out the demo. So check this shit out. So last couple demos that I've shared with you guys, I was using the Peavey Invective right here, the 20-watt mini head, along with HM2 clone, doing some of those recordings. So I've really been getting into the old school Swedish death metal kind of tone, just kind of dabbling with that. It's just a lot of fun to play with that pedal. And then I was blending it with these settings that you see right here in my lead channel. When I was running the HM2, depending on the pickups I had and everything like that, that would dictate if I used the clean channel, and then I had everything on, maxed out on 10 on the HM2 clone. But I also, on some of the other guitars, depending on what pickups were loaded in it, would dictate if I used the lead channel, because I did get a little bit better tone, a little bit different tone combined with the HM2. As far as this recording I'm going to show you guys right now is from this guy right here. Randall says, "Fuck you, pussy. My shit sounds badass with thrash." Seriously, guys, this amp right here, combined with my MXR 10-band EQ, the KFK, and then I got the Lime, I can never pronounce that right, I probably just butchered that name, key in the gate pedal. These are very hard to find. That is a badass noise gate. That's one of the best noise gates I've ever used. This little guy right here, man, just kicks freaking ass, man, when you throw one of those EQ pedals in front of it. On its own, it's a little bit underwhelming, but once you throw that 10-band into this thing, just sounds all kinds of pissed off. This is my #1 go-to. This is pretty much what I'm playing through all the time. So basically what I did was everything as far as these settings as is, plugged it into the computer and did this recording I'm going to share with you guys. So hope you guys enjoy it. Take care. You enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a very long video, but it was just something I wanted to share with you guys. I know a lot of you guys asked me what kind of drum software I use. Currently I use Easy Drummer 2. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward for me to figure out, because I am not the smartest dude in the world when it comes to all this audio and like just this technical bullshit when it comes to doing shit on the computer. It just drives me freaking nuts. So I try to use the stuff that's as simple as possible, as bare bones, stripped down. So that's what I've been using for a while. I get some halfway decent tones out of it. I think when I ordered it a couple years ago, I got the death metal pack or whatever. So I've been using that. Previously, like my previous recordings, kind of when I was getting my feet wet and kind of learning the ropes of it, I was just kind of dabbling and just picking my own, picking and choosing my own sounds out of it. And I really wasn't coming up with anything that good. And then I remember when I did the HM2 demo that I shared with you guys, I went in and dabbled with that death metal one, and I got a pretty halfway decent tone. I like the 90s kind of tones that it had to offer. So yeah, combined with the tones that I was getting out of my Peavey Invective and things like that, I was able to put together a pretty good recording. Probably some of the better recordings that I've done, because compared to when I usually use a plug-in, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just my impulse responses that I use that come with the plug-in packs, or it might be a combination of other things. It might just be using the impulse responses themselves with the different microphone options and stuff like that. I never get a tone that all these other people on YouTube get, so I don't know if it's just me, it probably is, or if it's just something else that I'm missing when it comes to trying to get a tone like a lot of these guys on YouTube, because they get some sick freaking guitar tones, and then, you know, when I jump into it, I don't even get anything even remotely close to what they're able to pull off. But jumping into, I mean, what I've been liking about just jumping in with my two amps that I have here currently, you know, my Peavey Invective and my Randall Rd1H, I just get it's just because it's a real amplifier, I get a much more realistic kind of sound, and versus, you know, the stuff with the plugins. I used to get a halfway decent tone, especially like when it came to like the thrash metal tones that I was trying to get. I can get a decent thrash tone, but I just can't get what I'm looking for in a death metal tone. It still sounds a little bit too like mechanical, robotic, whatever you want to call it. It still isn't quite there compared to obviously a real amplifier. At least that's what I hear in my ears. It still sounds kind of fake to me, but you know, I've been getting like really killer tones with just using my amp. So I just kind of went back, just doing things the way I'm doing them now with my two amplifiers, and I'm liking the sound a lot better. It's a lot more realistic, and I don't know, the overproduced kind of shit, the overly polished kind of sound, I'm not really into anyway. It's just, I want it to sound like a human recorded and not a robot, I guess is what I've been trying to say the whole time. But I'm going to leave you guys here. In the future, coming up on the channel, I'm going to be reviewing an Ampeg VH140C. Fortunately, I got a hold of, well, actually he got a hold of me. It was kind of a surprise phone call. The owner, Marty, at Motor City Guitar. If you guys never been out to Motor City Guitar in Waterford, definitely check that store out. They got the best stuff. They're probably one of the best guitar stores in Michigan, in my opinion. They just have everything and anything there, and like it's just it's a gem of a guitar store. Just everything, guitar, bass, drums, you name it. Marty got a hold of me, and he had one of these amps, and before he puts it out for sale, he said I could check it out, demo it for you guys. I'm going to try and mic it up and do a couple other things just to properly demo the amp for you guys and check it out myself. I've never mic'd up an amp before, as far as like to the cab and things like that, so hopefully I'm able to do it halfway decent. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys always coming to the channel. Like, subscribe, do all that good shit. It really helps me out. Thank you guys so much. Take care.